back up at the side. When they're getting off that ground, you can slide outside again. They're getting up off the ground. Here, hit them with a one. Boom! You see what I mean? And they're reaching up to get you. Hit them with a two, take them back down. And you don't want to do it here. You want your weight to shift up. You want your weight to shift up to come. When they slide in, take them.
You're waiting for them to almost create a pin for themselves.
And an extension.
Okay, you're actually wanting to do both on that, so you can just take advantage of the throw.
You're taking them right there.
So you're letting them do both of that for you.
Right. Because most of the time, if you put get my butt on the ground, I tell you to slide back a little bit because you don't want to get hit, grabbed or anything like that. You get back. But if I'm on that ground and I'm coming back up, why wait till I'm up? Do something. I'm coming back up. Hit me with the one there. Someone could hit anything. Look, boom! Look where the one slide in and take it. Don't let me get back up here into my stance and come after you again. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I can see that because when I come back up here, I'm already doing. You just mirror my body movement. I'm coming up. You get up like this. You mirror that body movement. You're back for one just like there.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, if you're a kicker, you're not gonna wait for him to get back up here. If he's here, you go boom. You don't kick him or hit him. He's not gonna wait for that. Okay, then let's do it again. You don't want to do that in Aikido because most of the time they're what? They're either going to swing, reach for you. They're going to try to do something off that ground to get to you. Your job is to step back. So if you hit that ground, you don't on the ground. So if you hit that ground, you step back over here. If you're getting up, boom! Why wait? I'm gonna get one right there. Or if you reach out with that hand, or just reach up with that hand. To grab. Why wait? Three. Break it right there. You know what I mean? Why wait for him to get up? You got every technique right there. You can just slide in and take it.
Now I tend to overgeneralize, but would you say in general on the street that you are letting them create the first two aspects of the pin? You're actually blending, but they've already created the other two for you in a way?
Actually, let me explain it to you. Swing again, swing out here. See, if he's standing straight up, you see what you got here? Now, and then you attack it, right? That's what we always say. Get on the ground. You come up like you're going to grab him. Look where they're at. It's the same spot. Same exact spot. All you're doing now is pinning, extending, and taking that technique. Same exact spot.
So you're saying that it really is just the same.
It's the same exact move.
Even on the ground.
All the difference is what he's doing coming off that ground. You got to allow him to put himself there. You don't want to do this. Now, like you come off like you're going to grab him. You don't want to try to stop it right here. You see what I mean? You don't want to reach in and try to. Now it's bucking. Right here, I'm busting. When I could have just waited to right here and put a bar. Does that make sense?
I'm just trying to get the differentiation you're making between street when they're on the ground getting up and a high. I'm trying to get in my head what are the distinctions you're making between those two.
To me, street. If you're looking at street, and then you got the stand up street. That's about. Once you put their butt on the ground.
I'm talking about after they're on the ground.
When they're on the ground, they're getting up. They're going to be reaching, trying to hit you, kick you, whatever. You still got to. You take your distance. Because if he's on the ground, I want to be on the head side, and I want to be on the feet side, right? But he's eventually going to be at least placed away where he can't kick you. You have to be in here. You can move off that ground pretty far and kick. Just a slide and hop. You can kick pretty far. Some people kick, but almost to here. I mean, it can style. And when they're coming up, if they're going to attack you, if they're getting up and moving away and backwards, different issue. If they're coming towards you, you're gonna start moving in, still not too close to them feet. But when he comes to rush you, then you're stepping down, see, where you're on. You're stepping that side and you're taking.
You're moving to establish mana, right? I mean, you're on the street version. If you were testing for street, what would you like to see the person who is testing for street do differently than what they're doing on the top?
It's almost the same, but what you're doing is you got to close. You got to know when to close the gap.
You got to close the gap to get it mine, right? Or I'm putting words in your mouth. But is that the right words?
You're doing the same thing. It's almost like you're standing up and you're here. But if he's on the ground, it's really the same thing. Get on the ground. He's right. See, you're closing that. You're closing a little gap, but you're still right at mine. And you want to do it when his weight is shifted. This is too soon right here. Come up again. You want to do it right there. See that? Because he is, now you're in mine. He went to that spot as if he was punching. You got to know where that spot is. You got to know where that balance. See right there? That's his balance zone right there. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta feel and know where it is.
You can do the same thing, though, even if we were doing kata, if you wanted to get him out there and it was coming off the ground.
It is the same thing. Kata, you're still going at this spot.
Well, you know,
so is coming off the ground, it's that spot. Except he's grabbing or swinging or whatever from that spot. It's still that spot.
I agree, but when we're doing kata, we're allowing them to get back up, come back in again with the arm. And the difference is that on the street, which we can do even in the kata, when they're getting up, we could close the mai right then, right?
It's all the same.
Yeah, it's all the same. You're wanting to do the same movement, but you're reestablishing, since they're on the ground, you're reestablishing mai right away instead of being out, which allows a new mai to have to. You understand? It's like we're now having to come back to mai again, whereas with the kata, the way I'm expressing it, we're coming to mai right away. So that when they're getting up, we're already at mai.
And the kata is a prearranged form. You're just learning the technique.
That's right.
Learning the technique. But in the street, you're wanting to take advantage of that every move they make.
Okay.
So you're trying to get them before they get back on the street. You don't want them to get back in their street stance, and now they take a shot at you. You want to take them after they hit the ground, and you're hoping when they hit the cement, something's hurting them anyway. Elbow, wrist, head, something. Or if you hit them with their head on the cement, they probably won't get them. So, same with a kick. They kick and he knocks them off their feet. Probably something's hurting them. You know, because they're going to hit the ground the same way. Their elbows are going to hit, their hands are going to hit, their head's going to hit. So they're getting up off that ground. He's not going to wait for them to stand up and say, okay, I'm ready to go again. He's going to put another kick up on their head when they're getting up. Same concept, except you got to know when to move in and take it. And that's what we're going to practice today. Get off the ground, attacking, and see when you move in to take something. You can go to 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, whatever, to do it, because they're all the same. Only difference is, one is the Uke's got a help. So if you're coming in at 1, you know, you could be reaching, coming up with both hands. Depends on what they're coming with. You know, if you're going to go for 6, you have to come and either punch at you or grab at you coming off that ground. But you just don't want him to get, so if he's coming off the ground, you're going to do 6, and he punches, you know, you're coming here. See, this can be a 6. If he raises his arm back, he goes backwards.
He goes back after you come in.
If he pulls it back, that's 6. If he doesn't pull it back, he just swings this way. He can come out here, 10. Or if he pulls back the other way, 3. I mean, you see what I mean? It really depends on what happens with that body after the attack. He's already low. Why is he even standing up tall when he's in your center to begin with? That's not the point.
The reason I'm asking the question is that if I were giving somebody written instructions about how the street is different from the kata, the fact that you've already put them to the ground and you're closing to create what you close to buy. But that's because if you don't, they will come back up and they will stand straight up.
You want to make your moves from there at their vulnerability again, and still at that same spot. If you're reaching or swinging, you're actually doing the same technique, except they're lower to the ground and they're standing straight up. Am I explaining it right?